The only local news teams taking action for you. KIMA KEPR Action News starts now.
Coming up this morning on Action News, a driver was trapped in their car after a crash just north of Highway 224 on Saturday. The two-car crash downed a power line and sent two people to the hospital, though one of them had to wait to be rescued. We'll share the latest. Plus, the student social powwow is back on the Heritage University campus. Hosted by Indigenous groups, officials say the gathering was to celebrate culture while also promoting mental health and wellness. We'll bring you there. And an impromptu dog adoption event brought in folks around the Tri-Cities to meet puppies coming out of poor home situations and are now looking for a better place to call home. We'll hear from a host who's eligible to adopt. That story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Monday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm Charity Caldwell.
And Charity, I got to say, it's definitely a Monday. Things are moving a little bit slow to start off the work week.
Right.
But in terms of weather, though, how are we shaping up? I know we've been seeing a lot of copy and paste days, cut and paste kind of situation. So how does the week starting?
Pretty nice, Dave. Actually, lots of sunshine today, and then we will continue with the nice weather. We will start to see some clouds move in on our Tuesday. However, you should be thankful when we're looking at the temps. Actually, right now, though, very dark outside, obviously. 35 degrees, mostly clear skies, which makes sense because we'll see lots of sunshine today, those clouds staying away. Calm wind. Do note we will see north wind at around 3 to 8 miles per hour here in the Tri-Cities today. So just very, very nice weather. But let's take a look at your weather headlines across the region. We do, though, have some frost and freeze warnings currently in effect, only though for a few more hours. I'll get to that eventually. We do have a cloudy but beautiful spring week ahead once we get past this nice sunshine today, and then even a chance of showers for just a few of us later in the week. But you have to stay tuned for all of it because I'll have more details coming up straight ahead.
Thanks, Charity. We begin this morning in Kennewick. Police there are investigating after a drive-by shooting Saturday night. According to officers, they were called to the 400 block of East 10th Avenue just after 11:30 when several people heard gunshots in the area. Several cars were hit, but authorities tell us they don't believe anyone was injured. Police are looking into a vehicle they think may have been involved, but say if anyone has information to let them know. For more information, head over to our website, KEPRTV.com. And two people were sent to the hospital and power availability was affected after a serious crash in Benson County. Several police and fire agencies responded to DeMoss Road just north of Highway 224 at about 1:30 Saturday afternoon. Two cars were involved, also taking out a power line, which complicated rescue efforts for one of the drivers who became trapped in their car. Now, deputies say because of the dangerous situation with the downed power lines, fire crews weren't able to safely rescue one of the drivers until power was shut off. Southbound traffic on DeMoss Road was closed on Saturday until utility crews finished restoring power to the area. Those involved are said to be in moderate condition. And Pasco police want to remind folks to be extra careful when driving at sunrise and sunset. You can see the driver of this flipped car waving from the edge of the photo. Officers say luckily no one was seriously injured thanks to those involved wearing their seatbelts. Officers say they recommend using your visor or purchasing a pair of sunglasses to help you see in the early morning and through the evening, in addition to being extra cautious when visibility is poor. And the city of Pasco is once again warning of delays due to a roadwork project happening on Argent Road. According to city officials, people should be aware crews will be reducing traffic down to one lane, alternating traffic today and Tuesday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day, while contractors work to complete the ongoing project taking place on West Argent Road from Varney Lane to Morash Lane. And State Senator Curtis King says he will run for re-election. Senator King made the announcement Thursday in a press release saying he plans to move his residence into the newly redrawn District 14. King also says there is still more to be done despite the progress made during his time in office. It went on to say he plans to focus on infrastructure and economic growth, as well as working on strengthening law enforcement. If re-elected, Senator King tells us he also hopes to finish projects across the region, including the MLK Jr. Park Aquatic Center. Senator King's decision comes after weeks of redistricting chaos as voting rights lawsuits have moved through the court system. Heritage University's all-nation student social powwow returned back to the campus on Saturday in Toppenish. Hosted by the Heritage University Native American Club and the American Indigenous Business Leaders chapter of Heritage University, the powwow celebrated Indigenous culture with a free social gathering. Club leaders say the powwow is a great way to highlight the rich culture of Native people and also share it with the community.
Heritage University, they really make an effort to acknowledge the Yakima people, the land, and so doing a celebration like this just really helps emphasize that and the appreciation that we have for the Yakima people. So powwows are actually a way of celebration. So they were originally made to bring tribes in together to where we can come together, celebrate, and it just helps us celebrate something big. So like there's a lot of big things in the community that we try to celebrate, and for us this is a big thing to help celebrate the students, the university, the community.
The powwow promotes mental health and wellness by building a connection and an appreciation of the past through song and dance. Highlighted by dancers and drum groups, they perform traditional, fancy, jingle, and grass dancing with the youth and seniors. The first 10 participants in each category receive bundles of traditional foods, medicines, and Heritage University Native American Club regalia. Folks in Kennewick visited some furry friends yesterday looking to find their forever homes. Taking place at PetSmart, Pronto Puppy hosted an impromptu adoption event with nearly a dozen puppies who have come from poor home situations or have been dumped before being rescued.
Pretty much if you've got a fenced yard and you've got a home with loving area and a background with pets, then you're eligible to adopt from us.
Although yesterday's event ended, they say there are several more events planned in the future. You can always learn more by contacting them directly. And with that, let's jump right over to Charity Caldwell to talk about the weather here. Today seems like a great day to take your dogs out for a walk, just go to the park, just do anything really outside. We've been on this kind of streak of wonderful weather.
Oh, I know, and that will actually continue despite the clouds moving in tomorrow, but like you said, maybe if you got one of those dogs over the weekend, it would be a great time to take them or your existing dogs out for a walk or maybe a nice bike ride. You can see here, lots of sunshine expected for us today all throughout the region. Any cloud coverage that we have today is going to be very, very minimal. Those temps in the low 60s to upper 60s, and yeah, that's the moral of the story. A very, very nice day ahead, and stay with me because I'll have more details coming up straight ahead.
Thanks so much, Charity. The time now is 5:07. Coming up on KEPR this morning, today's Earth Day, and around the globe, people are celebrating. In our neck of the woods, the Reach Museum celebrated with the community, performances, food, and of course, education. In about 2 minutes, we'll hear from the education manager. But later in the show, top stories. 2 people are dead and 6 others are hurt after gunfire broke out in Memphis, Tennessee last night. Police say it happened at a block party with hundreds in attendance. No arrests have been made. And in health news, researchers are making progress in the fight with cancer using immunotherapy. They designed a protein to stay within tumors and not attack healthy cells. The goal is to make a less invasive treatment. And now there's a lot of news to get to this morning, and we'll be bringing you all of those stories, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.